welcome to Starting Up. This week we come to you from the Cool Chef Cafe here in Mumbai. From one of the fastest growing trends of the quick service restaurant here in India to a private weather forecasting startup. It's all happening here. Here's what's coming your way then over the next half hour. On the show this week, the meteorological department has a competitor. It's weather forecasting startup Skymet on What's Your Story. The new sector that's buzzing in the Indian ecosystem, we explore the quick service restaurant concept on our trend wheel. And finally, on Bootstrap, we tell you how to go about finding the right mentor for your startup. Now, the length of Mumbai's monsoon this year has shown us that without a doubt, predicting the weather is pretty tricky business. And hey, at some point or the other, all of us have been victims to the unpredictable weather. Whether it's delayed flights, cancelled meetings, or just a trip outdoors with the family. Now, you and I probably believe that this is an unsolvable problem. But Jatin Singh from Delhi believes he has a solution and he's even cashing in. Dhwani Desai gets us his story.
One thing weather forecasts are synonymous with, it's how unreliable and inaccurate the data usually is. And someone who noticed this while growing up was Jatin Singh. Encouraged by his father, who has some experience with the Indian Met Department, Jatin, a former journalist, turned entrepreneur and founded Skymet, one of India's first private weather forecast companies. It was a big demand he saw from Indian media companies that ensured his start was a company with clear skies.
Lady Luck smiled at me. Frankly, I did not really have to make too much of an effort. 2003, television channels were coming up. People really did not know what would work in news television. Channel heads and executives were willing to experiment. I was the only guy who was selling them any kind of weather data, and I made a presentation, they liked it, and then they bought it. In many ways, the beginnings of this business were rather spontaneous.
The demand was clear and present, and the Skymet team innovated by sourcing three numeric weather prediction data from the Indian Met Department and Western weather feeds. They then developed their in-house intelligence in the field of numeric weather prediction modeling and approached the media industry. Soon enough, they had their first client, Sahara Samay, and internal accruals helped them invest in high-speed grid computing machines and paid fees to refine their product line. All of this paid off with clients like Dainik Jagran seeing value in Skymet's offerings.
खासकर जो बिजनेस कम्युनिटी से जुड़े हुए लोग हैं, जो कारपोरेट सेक्टर जुड़े हुए लोग हैं, और हमारा जो किसान है, उसको भी वेदर के जो अपडेट्स हैं उससे बहुत मदद मिलती है. इस एजेंसी की जो वेदर रिपोर्ट्स हैं, तो एक तो उनकी जो ऑथेंटिसिटी है और न्यूज टेक जो उसमें रहता है, तो कहीं ना कहीं हमें वो फायदेमंद है, तभी हम उनको 2.5 या 3 साल से लगातार रेगुलर रख रहे हैं.
Skymet subsequently acquired a range of clients across the media sector. Jatin soon, however, realized that there lay a broader opportunity outside media in the field of power, which today contributes to 40% of his revenue pie. The value proposition to help distribution companies predict power consumption patterns in different seasons and hence determine prices accordingly.
For example, if a utility in Delhi finally, suddenly on a summer day sees temperatures soaring, then the demand will increase. They have to cater their demand at the market price on that day, which is generally 10 times of what it was the day before. So it makes sense to audit how much energy will the city need a day in advance. That is why the weather data is so crucial to them.
Power clients include Reliance Energy, North Delhi Power, Power Grid Corporation and Power Trading Corporation. While meeting the demands of the power sector, Skymet designed a remote sensing software that also allows them to capture satellite images, which becomes a part of the graphical data offering. Like power, two other sectors Skymet has seen traction in is agriculture and insurance. For the former, Skymet reaches out to technology providers who in turn reach out to the farmers. While in the field of insurance, Skymet helps them predict their claims on the basis of weather projections.
We calculate yields from remote sensing and some kind of ground truthing and tell the insurance companies that, guys, this is the kind of yield we're expecting over this panchayat. So, then they will take that data and see what their payouts will be.
Apart from agriculture and insurance, another sector Skymet is reaching out to is the shipping industry. The Skymet helps ships choose their voyage route. With so many different applications, Skymet has adopted two main revenue models. One is a license fee-based model where the software is installed with a one-time charge of 15 to 20 lakh rupees, and a subscription-based model that could cost between 50,000 and 4 lakh rupees depending upon the frequency and the quality of data. With this model, Skymet has had a turnover of 2.3 crore rupees in the last year and is projecting this to grow to 15 crores in the next 5 years. To fuel this growth, they recently raised capital from the early stage clean energy fund, Omnivore Capital Fund, investors who see great potential in the Skymet model.
Look, weather is a multi-billion-dollar global business with huge companies operating in the space, both in the U.S. And in Europe. And we really believe that over time, you're going to see a similar set of businesses, and we think Skymet will be the leading private sector business in the space, evolving here in India.
The core of this model, though, is centered around accuracy, and the data Skymet generally provides the weathermen hovers between an accuracy of 67 and 77%. Good enough for us, perhaps, but not for the businesses which plan crores of expenditure on the basis of the data. And experts like Dave Rajtikar believe that it's increasing this accuracy of their predictions that Skymet really needs to focus on.
Weather forecasting has a lot of uncertainty. You have to recognize that uncertainty and rather make the people aware that the uncertainty is an essential element of weather forecasting. For example, I would say that we can forecast very well for a state like Odisha. We may be also able to do a little bit better for the districts of Odisha, but certainly not so well for each tehsil or each taluk of Odisha.
Yes, it's increased accuracy in terms of data and the richer products that will ensure that the rewards for Jatin are not like a passing shower, but like a long string. And it's this and expansion that will ensure rainbow-filled skies for them in the years ahead.
The next thing on the anvil for Skymet is to explore the B2C segment, and for that they're going to launch two websites, MumbaiRain.com and JellyFog.com. Well, I have to say, extremely helpful, both of them, for us when it comes to scheduling our shoots. Let's take a break here then on the show, but coming up. Quick service restaurants in India are tickling the taste buds of not only customers but investors too. We explore the trend in our trend wheel.